which is the COVID-19 and the workplace.
Introduction. As we know that the world in 2020 has been hit by the danger virus not just attack Malaysia but all the world. The dangerous virus was being called coronavirus by the World Health Organization in December 2019. This virus also has been called COVID-19 by the scientists and a few people. Coronavirus was the virus that attacked the human respiratory and human lung that made the human hard to breathe, and this was the new virus in 2020. This virus was come from Wuhan, China in the last year in 2019 on December and slowly spread in the world and also in Malaysia. Through the article from all the country believe that the virus was come and transmitted by the animal which is bred in the fish animal and bird market in Wuhan. Besides that, the virus can spread through the air so that infect human can spread in it by their talk, touch, sneeze, breathe and also cough. Through the scientists said that the symptom of this virus was cough, fever, shortness of breath and others.
Summary of the article that I choose. In the era of COVID-19, the aviation industry, hospitality and tourism, in simple language, all the economic and social industry will be affected all over the world, including our beloved country which is Malaysia. Currently, all these countries are facing major disruption, especially in their business, and currently cause a variety of worrying financial problems, including to the employees and employee. As we know that after the economy is severely affected, the government began to introduce the Condition Movement Control Order, which is CMCO. The economic sector and can operate by following the SOP. As the economic sector open, society can work as usual, but lately many workplace cluster has been emerged, such as Tratai cluster involved the top glove company. However, there are steps of progress that preventive measures for employers and employer in their workplace. The first issue is how to prevent the spread of the virus at the workplace. At the first step was contingency and business continuity plans, which is business with cash flow problem may recommend unpaid leave voluntarily to their employees or provide alternative to the employees involved, such as temporary salary reduction or temporary layoff to reduce the overhead costs. In addition, hiring the new employees will increase overhead. Therefore, managers should postpone any plan for the recruitment of the new plan for now. Next step was mandating sick workers to stay at home. Workers who experience system of fever, cough, shortness of breath or difficult to breathing are asked to stay at home until they fully recover. Employees appear to have the system of fever, cough, shortness of breath or difficult breathing upon arrive at work should return immediately. If an employee is certified positive for COVID-19, employees should immediately notify other employees of their possible exposure to COVID-19 in the workplace and advise them to refer to the Ministry of Health guideline on how to conduct risk assessment to assess their health status. Third step is apply flexible sick leave policy. During the COVID-19 outbreak, employees should ensure that company sick leave policy is temporarily adjusted to be flexible, consistent with the employee's employment contract. This includes ensuring the existing law and policy are communicated to the employees. Employees who are subject to the employees Atta 1950 if affected with COVID-19 are entitled to paid sick leave in accordance with their period of service with the employees as follows: 14 days for employees who have worked less than 2 years, 18 days for employees who have worked for more than 2 years but less than 5 years, 22 days for workers who have worked more than 5 years. If the employees involved in hospitalization because of COVID-19, they are also entitled on an agreement of 60 days of paid sick leave in 1 calendar year, as certified by the registered medical practitioner of medical official. And the last step is practice good habit. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, employers should encourage their employees to pay attention to personal hygiene and maintain workplace hygiene. We recommend that superior conduct at least one briefing to remind and ask employees to observe and adhere to quarantine practice in the workplace. But if their presence is necessary in this office, they should wear face mask or cover their nose and mouth with tissue when coughing or sneezing. Employees should emphasize hand hygiene and advise their employees to wash their hands regularly with soap and water as less to 20 seconds. Employees are also encouraged to provide alcohol-based hand sanitizer at several office locations to encourage hand hygiene. In conclusion, as we fight the global pandemic, we all play an important role in preventing and controlling the spread of COVID-19 in our communities and workplace. Practicing and implementing precaution and strategic business continuity planning during the outbreak can protect your employees and business. That's all for today. Thank you.